This episode of Survey Program contains spoilers and definitely many adult topics. Music on the intro is by Highwell. It's from the new album Waves. You can check it out on Bandcamp now at the link in the description.
Have thought about Undertale and Deltarune so few times since I played it, and this is no offense to the story, but that's how I started like that.
All right.
That's gonna be my gimmick.
We can just kick this off then if you want. We can just go for it if you want to just say that.
Isn't this how our episodes usually go? Is that we just like join the call, I start talking, and I just start spitting. I start riffing immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I knew better than to even come here with a plan this time. That's the thing, is I've learned your game at this point, and I know it's like jazz, you know? You just gotta...
That's so true.
You can't
gotta go with it.
You can't come to a podcast with Xtine with like a detailed outline, because it's never gonna happen. Well, and we were gonna do, so on this episode I was like, I'm not gonna need an outline, because there's gonna be so much stuff to talk about. Because it's the 10th anniversary of Undertale, and we know there's going to be some sort of huge announcement coming because it's been teased for so long. We're probably going to have a big newsletter to talk about. And instead, the newsletter yesterday was just all the stuff's happening this weekend. And then the other newsletter is going to happen a little later than that. And so we've got basically jack shit to talk about. Instead, you should tell me about your history with Undertale and Deltarune.
So, do you want me to start chronologically or reverse chronologically?
Okay, so you suggested doing it reverse chronologically. Why?
Because the last thought I had about Undertale was a fan song that my friend Kevin showed to me while I was high this weekend. He caught me while I was vulnerable and high and showed me a 17-minute fan song. It's the song that goes like, walking underground, 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 walking underground. Do you know the song?
No, I've never heard. No, I've never heard of this in my life. You should sing all 17 minutes of it right now.
No, that's basically it. It just keeps, it's like the guy going, walking underground, 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 I have fallen down in this hole underground. And then, like, he does that like as the hook, and then he goes on to like another verse. I guess he has like a lot of friends who are collabing with him. And they come in and they, like, do their, I guess it's, like, rap verses in character as random characters. At one point, one of his friends does, like, the ruins. Someone does Spite, the Spider Muffin Girl. You know, listening to this compilation thing, because it also had Deltarune characters in it. But listening to this compilation fan song made me realize how much I forgot about about Undertale, because I completely forgot about the Spider Girl, which is crazy to hear coming from me, because I'm the Vriska liker, but I literally forgot about Miss Muffet. Is her name Miss Muffet? I don't even know what her name
Muffet,
is.
Yeah, it's Muffet. No, you got it. You got it.
I forgot about her, and then she shows up, and I have to emphasize that the voice acting in this is very amateurish.
Yeah.
I'm saying that for this podcast because, it's very amateurish, and I was just stuck in this loop for 17 minutes, and I'm pretty sure that Kevin sprung this on me because I was forcing our friend group to watch the Say Hark monologue from The Lighthouse while we were all high, and that scene goes on for 6 minutes, and I was reciting that line by line too.
That does seem like a little.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, that does seem like a little bit of a vibe killer, maybe. I mean, both of these things sound like a little bit of a vibe killer, if I'm being completely honest with you.
To me, The Lighthouse is a comedy, and I don't think that you don't. If you were to watch The Lighthouse with me, it would become a comedy. I find it very compelling and funny.
Do you do like a Rocky Horror? Do you like are you like throwing a stuffed seagull at the screen?
Wait, do they do that? They don't do that in Rocky Horror.
They throw
do
stuff.
Spoons in Rocky Horror.
Well, no, I know, but I'm adapting it. I'm making a joke where I'm adapting it to the theme of The Lighthouse.
Oh, okay. That was funny, didn't laugh, but okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Kate, have I shown you I haven't told, okay, we haven't talked in like 10 years. It's probably been more like 8 years, but I came up with this chart that I think encompasses every single human emotion imaginable. Let me pull up my Tumblr. I made it while I was high.
Okay.
I'm gonna show it to you.
Well, it's probably right then.
I think it is. Every single, emotion imaginable. Give me a second. I made this while high. I'm just looking through Tumblr. I'm on Tumblr now. I've gave up on Twitter.
Yeah. I have a locked Twitter with 0 followers and 0 posts.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, and so I can sort of read everybody going slowly insane while not being perceived. Okay, so funny laughed. So it's okay, so for the listeners, because this is an audio medium, obviously, there's 4 quadrants here. And it's funny laughed is the top left, and then it's funny didn't laugh, and then it's no funny laughed, and then it's did not and then it's did not funny, did not laugh, and then the eye rolling emoji.
I hand wrote it, and then I was like, hold on, I need to make this accessible to the viewers, and so I then typed it. And I did that all while high, and something I've never shared with any of my other friends I've shown this to is that like I was doing this on my phone Samsung Notes app, and you can't zoom out on the canvas at all like while you're drawing on it. So if you can look at the lines, you can kind of see like how large the screen is, and I had to like drag the screen down as I was to like make it into a grid. It was just a very arduous process, and so I'm glad that I could show this to you. But this is how I've been reacting to every single joke I come across, or not joke I come across. And actually before this, I was trying to figure out if the thing with Charlie Kirk would be considered not funny laughed or
we are not
funny laughed.
Nope, I'm not touching that one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we can let that one go, because we can go back to what I was talking about originally, because I only got to my most recent reverse chronological thought about Undertale.
So we're doing sort of a memento thing, and so we got to keep going. We got to keep going back further now.
Is Memento a movie?
It is. Yeah, it's Christopher Nolan.
Oh, it's one of Chris's movies. Okay, okay. I just, I checked out Inception from the library this weekend. I got my library card for the first time since moving here, and I went to the library. I got clocked as gender-ish by the pronouns wearing lanyard, having pins, having librarians there. They showed me the pronouns.
Yeah, do you like when that happens? I mean, I think it's like a little bit of community, but sometimes I'm like, I'm just trying to check out a book.
I think that, well, okay, I'm an extrovert. I like talking to people, so I don't mind it. I just mostly think it's interesting because I've been going through a weird gender journey this entire year. And I don't really want to get into it too much on this podcast, but I'm just like, do I look transgender to people? Do I look transgender? Transgender. That's me saying that in a New Zealand accent. So yeah, I'm like, do I look transgender to people? Huh.
Yeah.
Much to think about.
I don't want to go too deep into gender on this podcast because like the strangers listen to this. They don't need to know all that stuff about me. But like I got top surgery this year, and the main thing that I've noticed is that men are way nicer to me. It's the top surgery where they get bigger, not the one where they go away.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's right. You're part of I was trying to say, I'm trying to figure out like a synonym for big that rhymes with titty. It's because you know how the phrase goes itty bitty titty club? Like I'm trying to go the other way, and I don't know.
You've completely stumped me.
There was like a little bit of dead air there.
I'm gonna leave that in because I don't have it. I don't have a rhyme for you
there. If anyone can submit a good suggestion for that, we can inaugurate you into that club. You're the first card-carrying member of that club.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of members of that club, and many of them have been inspirations to me on my journey. So I want to shout them out, I guess.
I checked out Inception.
You checked out Inception for the library. Movies used to have Marilyn Cotillard in them. That's great. They should go back to doing that. And I thought Inception was okay. I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was also okay because I watched Paprika, the movie by Satoshi Kon, before watching it, and I was just like, oh, this scene is referencing that one scene from Paprika. Oh, this scene is that. Okay, yeah. So
I just watched Paprika. I kind of didn't like it. That's going to be a really hot take by me. I thought
you didn't like Paprika. No, I also didn't really like it.
Okay, all right. I'm glad because a lot of people talk about it like it's like the best thing ever, and I feel really bad whenever somebody like really likes something and they show it to me. I had a really great time watching it because it's super interesting. I just find it to be like I just think it's like a little too mean and reactionary for me.
Oh, I don't even think. I think for me, what the problem was that it was such like. I might have also just not been paying attention to it, so that is not a point in my favor for my opinion here. But I'm actually really glad that you said that you don't like Paprika that much because I've never voiced this thought to anyone else before in my life. But I thought that the movie was kind of incoherent and difficult to follow, and that was probably because I wasn't paying that much attention to it. But I have watched his other movies and I like his other films a lot more. Like Tokyo Godfathers is amazing.
Tokyo Godfathers is awesome. Tokyo Godfathers is one of the best movies.
Perfect Blue is so good.
I haven't seen Perfect Blue yet.
Oh, Perfect Blue is really good. Just watch out. I'm sure you've heard about the trigger warnings in that one. But I really like Perfect Blue, and then also Tokyo Godfathers is amazing.
So checking out Inception at the library and doing gender with the librarian reminded you of Undertale or Deltarune for some reason.
Did it?
Well, we were going to the next most recent story, right? That's how we got here.
God, I forgot. I don't even know how we got here.
Why did you bring up Inception?
Because you brought up Memento, and I asked if that was
you're right. Okay, right. That's how we got here. Okay, so the one before that, what was the thing before the 18-minute epic rap battles of Undertale?
It wasn't an epic rap battle, but yeah.
No,
my other thought on that was that, I was playing Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. Before that was my friend Loki telling me about Friend, and also I found out about Gaster's minions. I forget.
His gooners.
What are the gooners? Gooners. Yeah. I found out about his gooners for the first time in San Francisco, which I went to like 3 weeks ago.
You encountered one?
No, I did not encounter Gaster's gooners in San Francisco. That would be crazy. That'd be. I wish that had happened. I feel like this would be this is like the year of the pervert for me. If that would have really put the nice bow on year of the pervert for me if I had seen one of Gaster's gooners in the streets of San Francisco. Have you ever been to San Francisco? It's a really nice city.
I went to San Francisco. I went one time. I went for a FurCon. That was in San Jose. I don't think I ever actually went into San Francisco while I was there.
Wow, I love San Francisco. I mean, there are other cities I like more. I like Chicago a lot. But in San Francisco, my opinion on San Francisco is very much shaped by the fact that I was traveling from DC, where it was like walking into a wet towel everywhere you go because it was like in the middle of the heat wave. And then in San Francisco, it was like 50 degrees.
It's always
60 degrees.
It's always so mild there. It's crazy. I mean, I can't complain too much because Seattle's in its every day is 70 degrees basically phase right now. It's perfect. I was just in New York, so the day I just got back from New York yesterday. I love New York. I took a little trip to New York. It's really, it's special. It's the city. I went and saw Wolfpack at a sold out Madison Square Garden. That was very fun. They had a guest appearance from Bernard Purdie, who played drums in Aretha Franklin's band on Steely Dan. So cool. He played with Miles Davis. It was
my god.
Yeah, that was he's 86 or something, but he still got it. He was drumming like crazy. It was awesome.
You know what, Kate? If you ever go to a concert on the East Coast, let me know. Even if I've never heard the artist before, I love going to concerts and I love having an excuse to travel because that's the only way that I am able to stick around is by having like traveling places. Also, because my job has quote unquote unlimited PTO. If my supervisor is listening to this, I didn't actually say this, but we do kind of have unlimited PTO because I'm like my boss's favorite little minion. So I can take as many vacations as I want a year. So yeah, that's an open invitation or open request for you to invite me to any concerts on the East Coast because we gotta hang out again
I will
in
keep
real
that in mind.
life.
That's true, and we will. This was like definitely like I was up in the nosebleeds in Madison Square Garden. This was one of those things where you had to like get on the pre-sale and like buy your tickets in 5 minutes or they'd be gone. It was sold out. It was crazy. I'd never seen like I mean I'd never seen a concert with that many people. I've never been to like an arena show or anything like that before. So that was no, that's not true. I saw BTS sold out at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Oh, that's right. You like dipped your pinky toe into K-pop. Like the very like maybe even like the toenail of your pinky toe.
It was fun. It was a fun show. Here's what I'll say about that. That was a crazy spectacle. They had like guys up on wires like flying over the crowd and shit. Yeah.
What? BTS had wires?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow, because I also gotten into K-pop, except I'm not into BTS. I like 17. There are 13 members. There are 13 men in the band called 17, and I like all 13.
It's like how the Big Ten has like 16 teams in it.
That's cool. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is.
That was on a did not funny, did not laugh quadrant right there.
A little bit. I'm sorry. I'm in the out group for that quiz.
Sometimes I like that. No, it's all right. It's like I post on a little on a little Mastodon website, and it's like I post about sports, and it's like whenever I post about sports, it's like you're gonna get 1, maybe 2 likes because your followers are a bunch of fucking gay weaklings who never play or watch sports.
Yeah, I am one of the lesbians who does not really do sports, unfortunately. I do like I don't even remember what I was gonna say. How did we get here?
I gotta start
put us back on track.
I'm gonna start like breadcrumb notes. Like I'm gonna start leaving a trail so we can get back out to where we were going.
I'm stuck. Okay. Get us out of the K-pop zone.
Yeah. So there's 14 guys and 17.
13
guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There's 13. No, the 14th was, but he was a goner. Gaster got him.
I was the 15th member is the girl reading this.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. And she just got sold to One Direction, so that's really tough.
Oh shit. That's rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then breadcrumbs. Kate, I don't even know what's happening anymore. What's going on?
I don't know. Undertale's 10 years old. That makes me feel old.
Oh, that does make me feel old.
I was 20, God, so I was 23 when Undertale came out, and now I'm 33. And
how does it feel to be in your 30s?
Are you really that much younger? Are you still in your 20s?
I am turning 30 this year.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, no. How does it feel to be in your 30s? It's exactly like being in your 20s. Except like 2 drinks feels like 4.
Wow.
Yeah, and also stuff just starts hurting.
Stuff has already started hurting.
For me, yeah. I mean, I famously dislocated my shoulder a bunch. And I had to be dragged out of Overwatch League in a stretcher because I dislocated my shoulder celebrating.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I've definitely had stuff hurting before this, but it definitely, okay, so more stuff starts hurting, and the stuff that does hurt, you gotta start to actively manage instead of just powering through. That's my
you can't tank that anymore. You can't tank that shit. I get that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm actually starting to get hangovers.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not fun. I have to
I can't even I like if I have something to do the next day and I want to be up in time for it, I like can't even drink after 6 p.m. Like not even a beer because it just ruins my sleep. I don't get a hangover
Yep.
from that. It just like ruins my sleep.
It's like you feel. It's like you're laying in bed and you're like feeling yourself like crispening. It's such a bad feeling.
Yeah.
I just don't drink on weekdays anymore. It's like one beer with dinner maybe. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, personally, I'm like excited to not be in my later 20s and to be in my lower 30s. That's very, very exciting for me.
I think it's cooler. I think being in your late 20s just feels a little like you're not at any phase in your life. That's how I felt anyway. It's like you've hit all the major growing up milestones, but you haven't, you're not like you're not like on your life track or whatever yet.
Yeah. And I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm losing my train of thought so much in this podcast. It's because it's because you didn't come up with an outline for this, Kate.
This is clearly that was like load bearing. Is we actually need an outline for you to be trying to destroy all the time. But no, I mean we're just riffing about the last.
We're
I guess
shooting the shit. Oh yeah, Undertale. Oh no, okay. My last thought, my third most recent thought about Undertale and Deltarune was listening to Toby Fox's remixes of some of Zune's songs. He like mixed up Megalovania with You and Owen Was Her, I think, and then he also mixed Necrophantasia with Undertale's song. Sorry, not Undyne's song. Yeah, there we go. I listened to them and I thought it was just okay. I prefer the song. I'm sorry if Toby's listening to this. I'm sorry, but I like the both songs separate, not amalgamated.
Yeah, I feel that way about a lot of mashups where it's like okay, but I liked both of the original things, and it's like now I hear them together, it's all right.
Yeah, it is just all right. Not the best remix of You and Owen Was Her that I've heard. The best remix of You and Owen Was Her is still the Ronald McDonald Ron Ron Roo one. Have you ever seen that?
No, you should.
Do you
link
know
it.
anything about Touhou? Okay.
No, here's the thing: is actually one of the reasons why I'm doing this show is because I actually don't know a lot about a lot of the stuff that inspired like Undertale and Deltarune, and I'm like trying to learn more about it from my guests, and so. I do have to do like a Touhou episode at some point. Like I need to.
Oh my god, Touhou was like it was like my special interest in middle school, and I still haven't like finished a game. Sorry, I haven't finished a game on like a hard mode. Let's say I finished it on easy mode and normal mode, but I really like Touhou. It's been a part of my life for a long time, so I am really jealous of Toby Fox for getting to meet Zune. I think that's amazing. Also, like, the experience of playing Touhou, like, Touhou's style of bullet hell versus, like, the Undertale and Deltarune style of bullet hell is, like, it's interesting because they both present their own kinds of challenges. I like to compare them.
Tell me more about that. How is it different?
Well, in Deltarune Undertale, it's the spell cards or like the bullet hell sections don't last very long, but every enemy has a different pattern that you have to learn on the fly, and you don't really get a lot of time to like master the bullet patterns or like try to like figure it out. Whereas like in Touhou, you get a lot of time with each pattern and you start to get into a rhythm of it, but they are just really hard. Like it's just very technically difficult. Like, and I mean, like, because in Touhou, the bullet hell is like the entire gameplay. You fall into like a kind of rhythm with it. And I find Touhou games really fun. It looks insane to play. If you've ever seen a video of like one of the lunatic stages, which is like the hardest level, then
yeah, I've seen that shit.
Looks
and I was
like what a migraine feels.
I was like, oh my god. I mean, like, I'm famously like the hard fights in like Undertale and Deltarune are like I've never beat Sans or anything. Like I can't like the hard fights in these games are too hard for me, and so I'd definitely be playing Touhou on easy mode.
there's that meme. There's a really ancient meme in the Touhou fan community that's like, haha, you're playing on easy mode. It's a Overdrive. Let me see. Let me link that one to you too. It's like the girls are always like, haha, you're playing on easy mode. Um, Let me pull that up. But Overdrive Touhou. Well, I recommend you play it.
Yeah.
You should just give it a try.
Maybe
I would
we'll...
not recommend I would not recommend starting with the first one. The first one being Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, which is actually the 6th installment in the series. It's the first installment on Windows because before that, the first 5 games take place on PC 98, and those are also bullet hell, but they kind of have a different gimmick to it. Like you bounce a ball around. It's like a mix of that
like Breakout.
Yeah, it's a mix of that and also bullet hell. It's really crazy.
That is crazy.
I can't play the PC 98 games because you would also need an emulator to do that. But I would not recommend starting with Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, even though it has like all the iconic songs in it. You should try like one of the later ones, just because he starts to understand. The 6th game is like really clunky in a way that is not. It makes it frustrating to play, even though the music's really good.
Maybe a few months from now we'll circle back and I'll do some Touhou homework, and we'll
homework.
Yeah, and we'll do a crash course on Touhou for Deltarune fans.
Yeah, just pull up the Bad Apple PV, and then I'll tell you.
I've seen that, of course, and in many of its variations.
I'll explain every single one of the characters.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'm sure what people really want to hear when they're listening to an audio only podcast is like somebody going and describing a video.
You have to press play on the Bad Apple video at the same time as us, and then it'll be like you're there in the room.
Isn't it like 3 minutes long or something?
4 minutes long, maybe.
4 minutes long. It'd be a very short podcast, or we'd have to just loop it, I guess.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't be the only thing we do on the podcast.
That's fair.
I'm sure that I would get distracted once again and go off on another tangent.
Yeah,
like in Memento, Chris's movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I linked you the videos. I don't know if you should watch these on your own time because it's like the first one is very loud, and the second one is just good to watch. I was on a lot of Japanese image boards and looking up Touhou girls, and as you can imagine, I saw a lot of crazy porn. I saw a lot of crazy
Yeah.
porn. I did not. I thought that like armpit fetishes was much more common in society than they actually are, and that's just because there are so many people who are into licking the Touhou girls' armpits.
No.
At least on the image boards I saw. Is this good for your podcast, Kate?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna show this part to future guests. It's like that's the line, basically. Like anything past that, and you shouldn't do it. I mean, I definitely would get the impression about the armpit stuff just from knowing a lot of trans women. I appreciate other trans women. I love them very much, but a lot of them have an experience of being transgender that includes stuff like that is not part of my experience.
There's just like a high hit rate of armpit fetish stuff in the Touhou community and with trans women.
I guess there's a lot of overlap too.
That's so true, yeah. Fighting games and just like those types of games in general.
Yeah.
I think I'm discovering something.
Yeah.
I think I've unlocked some information here.
I hope everybody's having a good time at home. Okay, so before that.
Oh, about Deltarune and Undertale. It was probably me playing the games. So I had played through. I like sped through chapters 1, 2, and 2 before playing chapters 3 and 4, just because I had played 1 and 2 when they came out, and then I hadn't really engaged with the fandom since then, so I completely forgot everything. I think chapters 2 is still my favorite chapter.
It's so
chapter
fun.
3, it is, and I really like Noelle. I can't think about her too hard because like some of the stuff that she is going through is a little bit too similar to what I'm currently going through. So I can't think about her too hard, but I really enjoy her. I do want to go back and play the Snowgrave route one day.
It is awesome that they put that like this game has like so much like angst and drama all condensed in like a Christmas themed reindeer. That's so silly.
Yeah. I think she's like, and she's also. I thought she was gonna be boring, and she's actually not.
No.
She kind of has the sauce.
She
kinda has this.
She's kind of goated with the sauce. She's deered with the sauce. Reindeered with the sauce.
She's reindeered with the sauce. Okay. I'll let the listeners at home decide if that was.
I think that was bottom right corner. Did not funny. Did not laugh again. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and that image is gonna be the cover art for this episode, so so everyone can see it, and maybe they can throw darts at it as they're listening to decide if we're funny or not.
Just line by line, just putting it pins on it'll be like a scatter point graph. Is that what it would be? Like where you kind of figure out on the grid where this episode lies. Like, and ideally for me, it would be funny did laugh. That's my aim. Yeah. But we'll see if that happens. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah, we are aiming to entertain here on Green Room Survey Program podcast. I still haven't decided if I'm going to make this like an episode of the show or just call it a bonus, because we're sort of just fucking around here.
We are talking about Undertale and Deltarune.
This is more on topic than I was expecting us to be. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
That's so funny. I consider this very off topic.
If we had done 30 minutes on just Christopher Nolan movies, that was more what I was like expecting us to, like, to whatever the first tangent we got down would be, where like we'd never escape. We wouldn't ever follow the breadcrumbs back.
You're in my jigsaw trap of conversations right now.
Yeah, and I have to gnaw off my own leg. When did you first play Undertale? Did you play it on release, or was it later?
I played it on release. Yeah, I played it on release, and I played the hell out of that. I played like as many of the neutral routes as I could before I got bored. I played the true pacifist route, of course. When Hopes and Dreams first dropped, I was pogging out of my gourd. Yeah. Such an awesome song. And then also, I didn't get to the genocide route, or like the no mercy route, before my roommate did. So my roommate encountered Megalovegula before I did. So they ruined that surprise for me.
Yeah.
They didn't ruin it, but like, I didn't get to experience that myself, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because that route is so hard. It's like the way I remember the No Mercy route is, difficulty-wise, it's easier than any other route except for 2 specific fights.
Yeah.
And then it's like the hardest part of the game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and it's also, I don't know, it is. So here's the thing. I do think that like 10 years on, where everybody knows everything that happens, like, it's not as, it's not like hard to do anymore. You know what I mean? Because everybody, it's just like we've become like desensitized to it, but it's like pretty fucked up. You feel bad doing it.
It is fucked up.
And I think that the weird route is definitely there right now. The Snowgrave route, like the news, like the stuff you haven't seen the chapter 4 stuff yet.
No, I haven't. I've been able to avoid spoilers on that so far somehow. I think it's just because the people I'm following are usually posting yaoi porn and not Deltarune porn.
Yeah,
so I'm sorry about that. So I've been able to escape that.
There's some yaoi, and I've seen a lot of yaoi of Deltarune. I've seen a lot of Spammed Antenna, which I actually think is not the premier yaoi in the game.
What's the premier yaoi?
That's Asgore and Rudy.
What encounter? Yeah, you're right, actually. Okay, I forgot about those guys, but yes, you're right.
Yeah, they would be so much happier if they had just married each other instead.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. I agree with that. I think it was just like it's so obvious to me that it doesn't even grok as like yaoi to me.
That's fair. They're just in love. Like they're just in love, and they're foiled by their heterosexual marriage and divorce, respectively.
This is just like the ending of Naruto.
I feel like it's. I mean, I feel like it's like the fans they want to get on the like they're doing the Tumblr sexy man thing. Like they don't want like sad middle-aged men.
No.
Because they don't have the taste, right?
Mm-hmm. So I think also I resent Spamton and Tenna only because I didn't get to put Tenna in my castle town before he got whisked away by Spamton, so I didn't get to talk to Tenna in my castle town.
Mataton.
Yeah. Oh, did I say Spamton?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Who are you? Who is the?
Most of the yaoi that I've seen is like Spamton Tenna divorce stuff.
Oh, I thought you were saying Metaton.
Metaton Tenna is good. Metaton Tenna is pretty good. I'm looking forward. I definitely think we're gonna see some of that beyond what we've already seen. I got no qualms with that, other than I guess Metaton stealing him from your castle town, so you didn't get the funny little scene.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the little funny scene. It makes me really sad because I don't want to play the game again. Chapter 3 was really fun, but it's like I would not play that again. I found it a really difficult chapter to play because going back to what I was saying about like the difference in difficulty styles of Touhou and Deltarune Undertale. That really was it came to a head in chapter 3, I think, because it was just so gimmicky. Which makes it fun. It was really fun to watch. It was really fun to play, but I don't want to do that again.
That's fair, especially the secret stuff. It's asking for a totally different skill set. Like you're playing like a top-down, like a 2D Zelda type game for the secret in that chapter instead of bullet hell. And so I found that a welcome relief because that's like the one secret boss that I was able to do without getting really mad. Because I'm much better at Zelda than I am at bullet hells.
Yeah, I didn't even get to the secret boss in that one. Actually, on like my most recent playthrough, when I like was steaming through chapters 1 through 4, what was I saying? What hey, bring me back.
You were talking about the secrets. You were talking about the difficulty of the secret stuff.
I like skipped all the secret bosses on this go around because I think I was rushing too much. So I encountered Jevil the very first time that chapter dropped, and I also got to Spamton the very first time, but like on this recent playthrough, I skipped all the secret bosses by accident, so I didn't get to see Jevil's world go around.
Yeah, that's so sad. He's so excited to show you his carousel of pain.
Well, he'll have to try harder to show it to me, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like Jevil, you can miss. I feel like there's sort of the natural, like, well, I want to go to there's a floor on this elevator, I should go to it. So that's pretty hard to miss. Chapter 2, like, Spamton straight up tells you, like, unavoidably, like, come meet up with me and we'll do crimes. So, like, that's a pretty good signpost. Chapter 3, it's like, you got to get the S rank room, and like they tell you how to do that, or they'll sell it to you. So it's like that's pretty hard to miss. And chapter 4, it's like you want the axe that Gerson tells you about, right?
I think that I saw all those signs, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that, and then I didn't.
You're a busy gamer. You got places to be.
I have like BL to read. Yeah. I have like yaoi to look at, like actual yaoi.
Yeah.
To the listeners listening to this, I am like a bona fide Suijoshi. I'm not fucking around. One of my newest acquisitions to my porn collection is that there's like an antique store near me that's run by an Orientalist old man named Paul. And the only thing of interest that he to me in his entire store are his antique Playboys. So I have a Playboy from I think 1978 that has an interview from Anne Rice in it. I have like a penthouse from like the year that JFK was assassinated that has mud wrestling ladies. And it's just awesome. And he is Orientalist, so I really need like a white person to go in ahead of me so that they can take that for me.
Yeah.
And like distract him so I can look at his Playboy magazines. Do you like my segue into this?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's so you're just you're pulling some classic smut magazines.
I'm telling you, this is the year of the pervert for me. the year of the pervert for me. I hope it's the year of the pervert for everyone else listening to this. And I say that it's the year of the pervert for me because I went to my first strip club this year and it was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
It was kind of awesome.
I've never been, never done it.
I will say that if you go, you have to have a lot of spare cash, lying around because you're not going to have fun otherwise.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll raid as my cat. I've got a bunch of loose bills in his cat tree. It's his little dragon horde. Maybe I'll go.
Yeah.
No, sorry, cat. Sorry, Ezra. Mommy's got to take your money and go to the strip club.
You are gonna spend it all in one place.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things that happened to me at the strip club was I was waiting for this other girl, right? And then her coworker comes and sits down on my lap, and she turns around. I would be acting this out if I were in person, but instead I have to narrate this part. But she sat down on my lap, and then she turned around and held her hand out and was like, $40, please. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't have that money for you. And she's like, is the ATM broken? I was like, oh, okay, I guess not. So I had to give her $40 for a lap dance.
I mean, you kind of got cooked in that interaction.
I don't know how you would gracefully get out of that. She really stun locked me.
Yeah, no, she got you. I don't know what to say there. You got.
If I were to compare this to a fight from Undertale,
it'd be like the night in chapter 3 where you're not winning the first try. Maybe you can go back and think about how you could do it, right?
Yeah.
After you gave
played the night.
After you gave her the $40, Gaster's voice appeared and was like, "You will not win this way. Would you like to try again?"
The sad thing is that we did have to leave shortly afterwards, so she did fuck over her coworker by doing that.
It's in this world, it's kill or be killed.
Yeah, literally. And also, it's funny that you bring up the night fight because I haven't actually played that, and then you've never been to a strip club, so it was really a meeting of the worlds.
Yeah. Well, you had to lose to the night. You beat chapter 3, so you had to at least lose to the night.
Yeah, I did. Also, I didn't realize that the night was Des. That kind of went by me. My friend Loki had to explain that to me, and I was like, oh damn, I missed that.
I think that's fair, and I think that's a good sign, because sometimes people are like, oh, it can't be Des, it's too obvious, and it's I don't think you understand that the level of brain rot that a theorist has is not the general player. The general player, I genuinely think that there's a large chunk of Deltarune players who have beaten all 4 chapters, and there's been multiple references to December, including going into a room, and they're maybe barely aware that Noelle has a missing sister.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm part of that common denominator, but I am aware of Des. I'm just completely unaware of all of the popular fan theories and such. So I do know that she exists, and I'm excited to meet her. I want to see her. I want to meet her.
Yeah, I hope she sucks.
I hope so too. I think she will. I think she will. Because Susie is a little bit too likable now. I still love Susie. Don't get me wrong. I still love Susie.
Look, Susie's fantastic. We love Susie. And that's the thing, though, is that she's so lovable. She's really stepped into the role of being the hero of this story, that she has lost her edge a little bit. We gotta say it.
Yeah.
She's lost.
Yeah. She's just a little bit too charming.
Yeah.
She needs to be a little bit more grody with it.
She's a fake-ass IDGAFer. She doesn't even eat. Look, here's the best example. In chapter 4, she encounters an old brown french fry on the ground in the dirt and doesn't eat it.
Damn. What does the world come to?
Yeah, that's character development away from being grody.
I don't agree with that. Bring back her grodiness. I need her to see an old french fry in her laundry, and I want her to eat it. Did I ever tell you about my laundry french fry?
I figured that was such a specific thing to say that you must have actually done this.
Yeah, there was a McDonald's french fry that was stuck in the pocket of one of my flannels, and it was there after a wash, and then I was like, damn, that's crazy that it stayed there, and I kept putting it back. I had a pocket french fry for about a year and a half.
So you didn't eat it?
I didn't eat it.
Okay, oh thank God. Oh thank God. No. I thought you fucking ate it.
No, I'm not that grody. That's what Susie's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's true.
This is what like fiction is for, is so that you can project onto a character to eat the laundry French fry for you.
What do you think it would taste like? Do you use scented detergent? I can't use scented detergent because I have like sensitive baby skin.
I think that. So first of all, soap is a lot more salty than you think it is. At least dish soap is. You would think like the blue dish soap tastes like Kool-Aid, but it does not. It tastes really salty and chemically.
Mm-hmm.
And also it was like an old McDonald's French fry.
Yeah.
And you know how like McDonald's French fries have like a shelf life of like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
So it would have been like a horrible texture experience for me because I'm really picky about my McDonald's French fries. I mean, I haven't had McDonald's in like maybe like 4 years.
Because BDS, yeah, I haven't had it.
Yeah,
even having this discussion is like, it's so awful because it's like, I still want that chemically engineered French fry. Like, it's so.
I know.
I want it so bad. I can't. Obviously, I'm not gonna. I'm not.
No.
I'm not gonna.
Hold the line.
Yeah,
Hold
I'm not
the
gonna.
line.
Right, I'm not gonna sell out the movement for a chemically engineered French fry. But that thing is made in a lab to like break your will.
Yeah, it sucks when I get shown ads, McDonald's ads, because it happens, and then I'm like, fuck, don't show me the French fries. Don't. There's the French fries. It's like.
And sometimes you're like hungry in an airport, and it's like, oh man, I have to get like a $9 like wrap. That's gonna be awful because because Old Reliable is terrible.
Yeah, Old Reliable is not reliable anymore.
Yeah,
the most money I ever spent on a PB&J sandwich was definitely from an airport, and it was because it was like. It was on brioche bread. It had like fig jam, and it was like almond butter. So, but it was.
I had a 20.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Let me go back in my credit card charge list here.
Are you doing chronologically or reverse chronologically?
I'm just talking about one thing. I had a beer. I had a Stella at the WhatsApp not the WhatsApp. I got a notification from WhatsApp and I said WhatsApp. I had a Stella at the Wolfpack show at Madison Square Garden, right? Do you want to guess how much that cost me?
$12.
You're low.
Oh, 20.
It was 26.
Wait, sorry, this is a New York Madison Square Garden. It was 25.
It was $26. Okay. Yeah. It was a $26 beer.
Fucking hell.
Absolutely crazy, dude.
Oh, that sucks. For a Stella. Was it like what size Stella was it?
It was like a tall boy of Stella.
It was a sizable one?
Yeah, it was a tall boy that they poured into a glass with a little sippy cup lid.
Oh, wait, they poured it into a glass for you? No wonder it was $26.
Well, okay, they poured it into a plastic cup. Because they're not going to give you a glass, because then you could launch it at Wolfpack and cause an incident.
You couldn't launch a plastic cup at Wolfpack?
I guess you could. Yeah, I
guess it would do less damage, though. There wouldn't be any, like, glass shards.
Yeah, exactly.
There wouldn't be any shrapnel from that.
Yeah. When they give you a bottle of water in there, too, they take off the lid, and you can't have the lid. And so I'm walking back with, like, a beer and 2 bottles of water, and I'm like, the lid's open, and so I can't, I'm like, it's just terrible.
Okay, I understand why they take off the lids on, like, if they're at a concert and you're getting, like, a beer bottle, they give you the entire beer bottle, but they take off the lid. It's because they don't want you to walk out of the venue with it. But why are they doing that for a water bottle? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why do they care if someone's taking water bottles at whatever?
I'm assuming it's another thing where it's like, I guess if you throw a full water bottle with the lid on, it'll go further and be more dangerous.
Is it really that they don't want concert goers to be flinging their accoutrement at the concert people?
I think
so.
Like,
actually the reason?
And like, there's also sports there, right? There's like, hockey fans are insane. They might be throwing a full bottle of water at the hockey.
Because they're so mad.
Hockey fans are so mad all the time. It's crazy.
I'm just imagining going to like a math band concert because Wolfpack is math rock, right?
No, they're kind of like jazz funkish.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought they were math rock this entire time. But okay, never mind. My joke fell flat then.
That's all right. That's
Canceled.
We're throw another dart at the bottom right corner, folks. We're racking them up today.
Oh, I went to a Nine Inch Nails concert, like, I guess 2 weeks ago, and they did not let us wear chains into the concert. Like, if they saw something silver interlocked, like anything silver on you, they were like, take that shit off. Well, they didn't say shit, but they were like, take that off and go to one of the lockers there and pay $15 to store in a locker. And I was like, we're at a Nine Inch Nails concert, and you're telling all the goths to take off their chains?
That's oppression. That's crazy.
Every single time you tell a Nine Inch Nails fan to take off their chains, an angel loses its wings.
That's true.
A lot of angels lost their wings that day. Very sad. I ate an edible while I was seeing Trent Reznor. I was looking at Trant, actually. I call him Trant because we were in the nosebleed seats, so he was like the size of an ant. So he's Trant.
I see. I thought it was like maybe the Disco Elysium character, Trant Heidelstam.
No, it's Tiny Trent.
I see.
Trant. But I also don't really listen to Nine Inch Nails, so I was just kind of... It was like my first time listening to some of these songs, and I was high, and it was a really great experience. Do recommend. I've also decided that I like him better live than I do in studio.
Yeah.
A studio recording. There are some bands like that.
All right. Is there anything else that you wanted to make sure got into this episode? Because I think we're on the approach. You know, the tray tables are up, the seats are in an upright position.
The seats are in an upright position.
You know, like we're landing a plane.
The seatbelt light is on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The seatbelt light is on. Let's see. The last thing I have about Undertale. Do I have anything? I don't think I do. When I was into Undertale, like when it first came out, the ship I was into was Metaton and Papyrus, which, like, looking back on it, was like it was like those two dudes are sitting next to each other's kind of ship. But Papyrus was my guy. And when I say that, people are like, "Oh, fuck it. Of course it's Papyrus. Of course." So
yeah, he reminds me of you very much.
Oh, that's so nice. And I'm really sad he's not in Deltarune.
I know. Where the hell is he? Toby, where is he?
Release the Papyrus cut.
Yeah, that's right. Put him back in there. He was in chapter 1. I was specifically told I'd be seeing him tomorrow, and then I fucking didn't. Tony's trick. Sans lied to me.
Tony's trick.
And that's why it's okay to kill him.
Yeah, you're right. We do condone violence on this podcast.
That's right, but only about killing Sans in Undertale. A commentary on other violent events is going to remain not on this show.
That's a good way to end this episode. That's a good way, with a disclaimer.
Next, tune in to the 10th anniversary live stream event. That's September 20th and 21st at 4 p.m. Pacific. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen there, but there's gonna be a live stream. That's what it's gonna have all the 10th anniversary stuff we were gonna talk about on this episode, and we'll actually talk about it next week. We've got Neptune on. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about Off, the French
getting
RPG.
Off.
We're gonna be well, I got Off, and then I beat Off, and now we're gonna talk about it.
That's so awesome! I'm so happy for you, Kate.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about that. It's a game that was super influential on Undertale. Really great game. A new version, the remaster, just came out on Steam. It's got music by Toby Fox and James Roach and a bunch of other heavy hitters. And that's gonna be the back half of next week's show. And Xtine, you got anything you want to plug? You got any yaoi you want people to get into?
Oh, yaoi I want to get into. There's so much yaoi I'm into. Well, I can just tell you about the last 3 ships I was into. Okay. Right now, I'm gonna trap you here in my shadow realm, my yaoi realm. The ship I'm into right now is Achilles Patroclus, because I finally read a book for the first time in like 5 years, and of course it was the Song of Achilles, and of course I did like those guys. Then before that it was Scum Villain Self-Saving System, and I really like Bing Chu. And then before that it was probably I was probably into Final Fantasy 15. I feel like there was something between Final Fantasy 15 and Scum Villain, but it's not coming across.
Is that the one with the guys in the car?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Carboys.
Yeah,
And
Carboys.
it's Ignis and Noctis specifically.
You were
Oh, I
into
guess
that
I
like
could.
6 years ago when we first started hanging out.
Yeah,
That's like a
I
long
do
runner
remember.
for you.
Yeah, I was into Ignoct for like 2 years, I think, and then I was into Scumvillain for quite a long time, and then I had a dry spell for like a year or so where I just wasn't. I was aimless, and then now I'm back in the game. Oh, I guess I could just plug my social media. I'm not really on Twitter anymore, but my Twitter handle is Galnax, like Gynax, but with an L. I'm tricking everybody.
Yeah.
And then on Tumblr.com, I'm Studio Kara, like the studio that made the Evangelion rebuilds. I stole that URL, and that's me.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming on. It's great to have you back on a podcast after 5 years. And have a good week, everybody. We'll see you in the outro.
Bye, every pony.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Please be sure to join us next week for that discussion of this weekend's Undertale stream featuring Toby Fox and the discussion of the game Off by Mortis Ghost. We'll split that up into 2 halves, so if you haven't played Off and you don't want to be spoiled on it, you'll be able to just listen to that first half. But I would recommend playing the game before next week. It's only about 5-6 hours. It's a really good time. And hey, if you're having a really good time listening to this podcast, please be sure to join the Discord at the link in the description. That's our centralized spot for talking about the show, talking about Undertale and Deltarune, talking about all the latest updates and news, and sharing our art and creations with each other. It's a really great space. You can also follow the show on Blue Sky. You can listen on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Wherever you get your podcasts, you can plug their RSS feed or just go to groupashrike.net and listen there directly on the website. Thanks so much for being a part of this show, and I can't wait to do some more episodes for you. Trying to think about anything else. Be sure to follow our musician Highwell as well. Check out the Bandcamp there in the description. And thanks for listening, everybody. See you next week.
Shrike Amalgamated General Productions GmbH